ṣẹlẹ̀ níbẹ̀ wọn ò nílé lóko níbikíbi tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ mi. Hey guys, it's Adironke again. Today I'd like to talk about another way of saying you're welcome that I don't think I've addressed. In the past, I talked about saying welcome by saying kò tọ́pẹ́ or a ò kí ń dúpẹ́ ara ẹni. I talked about forms of saying you're welcome like this. However, there is one that I haven't addressed yet, which is also fairly popular, and it is a rhetorical question. So it's in the form of a question, but it's a rhetorical one. And it is often said to people that one is a bit familiar with. It could be your neighbor or your friend or your family member or your coworker or your acquaintance. It wouldn't be an outright stranger, basically. Because if you say this to an outright stranger, if you say the following that I'm going to address, so an outright stranger would be like, how do I know you again? So it's more, with people that you at least know, irrespective of whether or not you have any kind of solid relationship. And it is kilawa furawa fun. Kilawa furawa fun. I apologize in advance if I sound nasal before the end of this video because I have a cold at this time. Kilawa furawa fun. Kilawa furawa fun. Kilawa furawa fun. So I'm going to expand the statement, or you could say the question, but it's rhetorical. So you're not necessarily asking. So kilawa furawa fun, when you expand that question, ki la is a combination of two words, ni a. Those are the two words that combine to form la. Wa furawa is a combination of three words. I talked about the Yoruba people's system of combining 2, 3, in fewer cases even 4 words and making them one word. So this is an example of a 3-word word, if that makes sense. 3 words combined form furawa. Fun arawa are the 3 words that are combined or shrunk to form furawa. So you could say it normally. You could say fun arawa. Both are normal. You could say it like each word. You could say kini awa fun arawa fun. It's very correct. However, with the way that we Yoruba people speak, we shorten our words. We don't necessarily have to pick each word like one by one. You come to know that. So this is what it would sound like when you're saying it, and it's of course as translated to written language. If you're saying it, especially when it is 2 people who are very versed in the language, they don't need to go like each word. It would be correct. It would be absolutely normal, even for 2 people who are versed in the language, but it's just a bit easier to say kilawa furawa fun. I don't know if you've noticed this, if depending on how far when you started watching my videos or when you started learning the language. Ara is an example of a Yoruba word that could have 2, maybe even more. Well, I think it's just 2 for ara, but there are several words like that have it would be the same pronunciation, same spelling, but that one word could mean like 3, 4 things, always depending on the context. So ara, for example, if you've seen my video on parts of the body, you may have come to know that ara is body as well, and ara is also part of. So ara wa is us. If you've seen my video on pronouns, I think you would know what wa is. Awa is the main. Wa is like us. Is like we in the object form. Instead of saying, oh, they gave it to we, you would say they gave it to us. You won't say we went. You won't say us went there. You would say we went there. So that would be the subject form, and this would be the object form of so basically us. I don't want to confuse you. I would prefer that you watch my videos on singular pronouns and plural pronouns. I feel like because we use pronouns so many times, as soon as you get a hang on pronouns, you would be good. You would be able to at least get the context or certain sentences, even if you don't know each and every word. So wa is us. Wa is us. So ara wa, part of us, one of us. That's what it could mean. So, okay, I'll give an example. Let's say I belong to a group, for example, and someone wants to introduce me to someone who may not know who I am. Maybe I'm a new member of the group. They could say Arawani Aderonke. Arawani Aderonke. So Aderonke is part of us. Aderonke is one of us. You could even say Aderonke is one with us. So let me give the word for word transliterations of Kilawa Funrawa Fun. Kilawa Funrawa Fun. Ki is what? Depending on the context. In this context, especially because it is starting a sentence, it is what? Ki is what? La, I told you that it's a combination of two words, so let's pick each word. Ni, kini, kini, ni is, can be is, ni can be is, and it can be are. How do you know if you're translating this to English, it would be are instead of is? It's because of the word that comes after, which is we, which is like a plural pronoun, right? So you know that you can't say what is we, you say what are we. So that is when you know. But it doesn't matter. The word itself, in the context that it is often used, if you relate it to English, it's is or are. Ni is or are. Are is we. Are is we. Wa. Wa is to exist. Mo wa. It could be to be. I'm going to talk about this as well. The way that we say, if someone says, how are you? The way that we say, if you say mo wa da da, or you could just say mo wa, I am, I exist. So if someone says bawoni to you, right? How are you? Bawoni or call me bawoni. How are you, my dear? Whatever, depending on the kind of relationship that they have with you. You say mo wa. You're essentially saying I am. I'm here. I'm present. It's sort of a way of saying I'm okay. Pretty much, I'm okay. Mo wa. But if you are going to say that properly and in full, if you're trying to maybe it's not. The person is not like your mate, or the person is an adult, an elder, and you're trying to answer with a full statement, you would say mo wa da da. I'm fine. Da da is good, well. So I am well. Instead of just saying I am, just the ip way of saying mo wa. You say mo wa da da. So wa is to be here, to be existing, to be present, to be, right? And then the next word, which is a combination of three words, is furawa. Fu is for. Ara is part of. Wa is us. So you can use it in a one another or each other context as well. It's us. Arawa, part of us. One of us. It all depends on the context. Wa is us. Fu is for. Fu is for. Kila wa fun ra wa fun. Kini awa fun ara wa fun. What are we here or existing or present for one another for, or for each other for? So if it's just you and one other person, it would be each other. Since there's just two of you, if there are more people, then it would be one another. And it's a rhetorical question. I guess the answer to that would be to help one another, to assist one another. If we were not meant to help one another, or having an inclination where you come in contact with people would be absolutely unnecessary. Then if you wouldn't have any sort of relationship whatsoever with the people that you're going to meet in the lifetime, then what's the point? Why not just avoid the people aspect of things so you can do it faster? But it all revolves around people. You've met someone for a reason to assist you with this. It may be like a help that you owe each other. that one person owes the other. It may not necessarily be that there's any kind of karmic thing involved. It all depends. But essentially, you wouldn't say this to an outright stranger. You wouldn't say, what are we here for each other, one another for? You could say it. You could absolutely say it, because in that context, you're saying, even as a human race, even as a human family, what are we here for one another for? Or what are we here for each other for? But in most cases, when it's an outright stranger, you would say, kotokbe. It's not ema dupe. With this one, if someone says eshe, you would say, ema dupe, kilawa funrawa fun. Don't thank me. Emma, do not. Dupe is thank. Emma, is like you. It's like, in the plural sense, essentially. It shows that the person you're talking to is either older than you, or there are two or more persons that you're addressing. That is when you put So if it was someone that was your age mate or younger, you would say ma dupe. But because it's a person that is older, or two or more persons, essentially, yes, you would say Emma dupe. Emma dupe, do not thank me. No, don't thank me. Emma, do not. Dupe is thank. Emma dupe, don't thank me. Kilawa furawa fun. Or kotokpe, kilawa fun. You could say two ways, at the same time. You could say, kin dupe ara eni, kilawa furawa fun. You could say, kotokpe, kilawa furawa fun. You could simply say, hey, kilawa furawa fun. Emma dupe, don't thank me. It's not necessary. We are like a family. It doesn't have to be, again, blood family. It could literally be your coworker. It could literally be your neighbor. It's just, what are we here for one another for? It's to help one another. So the next time you want to say, you're welcome, it's not, again, you will come to know that it's not you're welcome, literally. It's a form of you're welcome. With Yoruba people, don't directly I've said it in one of my previous videos, we don't directly take the praise. It's almost like with the English, you take the praise by saying you're welcome. You say, yes, I acknowledge that I did do that for you and you're welcome. But for the Yoruba people, we say, it's not kotokbe. Oh no, it's not worthy to give thanks for. It's not even up to that. And then if you say, can do no, we are one. No one should, if we are sort of like we sort of share kind of, whether it is humankind relationship or family, whatever relationship that we share, we shouldn't thank one another. It's what we're here for one another for. And it's pretty similar to kilawa furawa fun as well. What are we here for each other for one another for? So in all of these ways, these three major ways of saying you're welcome, of course you could say rarao. There are different ways of saying. There's not one, this has to be a way of saying you're welcome. There are different ways, but the ones that I've mentioned are the major, most common ones, literally the basic ones. You could say whatever you want to say, really, as your own you're welcome. Some people would even roll their eyes. Some people will say, Emma mokbedu. It's sort of like a sarcastic way of saying, you do know how to thank a person. When you say, Emma mokbedu. Wow, you do know how to thank a person. It's not saying, you're not taking the thank you. You're saying, be wasting your time type of thing. What are you thanking me for? You must be really good at thanking someone. So the point of what I'm saying is, we Yoruba people don't directly say, I accept your thank you and you're welcome. We would rather, push back and say, it's a standard way of saying you're welcome, right? It doesn't mean that you don't thank people, because this same Yoruba people will say, Ogbeni for le dupe. It means, so you've given your mouth to a washer person, you can't say thank you, So again, you should always give thanks. But then the Yoruba will say, don't bother. We are just like that. We would expect you to say thank you when something good is done for you, something kind is done for you. But then if you say thank you, we say, so I guess that's just us and how we do things. That's just the culture. So If you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to ask. This will be the end of the video. Kilawa furawa fun. Eshimao. Kilawa furawa fun. What are we here for one another for? Please share my videos and leave comments and ask questions. And again, I think I've said ask questions twice. If you want me to expatiate on this, let me know. And if you've not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. A big welcome to all the new subscribers. And continue to support my channel in whatever ways that you feel led to. Thank you so much for your support so far. It has been really helpful. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day and goodbye.